the sun is low, towering over me. Don't know where to go, city is all I see, yeah. Hang at the chateau, boulevard royalty. I'm caught up in the glow, stumbling forward on me. Passing the hours, missing you like wildfire. Give me your hours, I can lay with you all day. Baby, let's stop paying all our deadlines, watch the lights flicker out. We'll drive north out of the city, make our own little town. When the love is running over, wear your heart like a crown. I'm getting so tired, man, fuck LA. We can make a wildfire getaway. We can make a wildfire getaway. I feel it in my knees, trembling under me. Yeah, the sanity buried inside these streets, yeah. I'm jealous of the breeze, rambling so easy. I wish it would sweep me through misty mountains alone with you. Gotta get away, lose track of time and space. Need it every day, search for the sweet escape. In a quiet place, we'll make a getaway. We'll make a getaway. We'll make a getaway. Stop all our deadlines, watch the lights flicker out. Drive north out of the city, make our own little town. When the love is running over, wear your heart like a crown. I'm getting so tired, man, fuck LA. We can make a wildfire getaway. We can make a wildfire getaway. We can make a wildfire getaway.
There we go. Hello and welcome back, everybody. So, today we're going to be streaming Pipe by BMX3, as you can probably tell from the title here and everything. So let's get everything set up. There we go. So if you were lucky enough to be here to see the stream that we tried to do a couple of minutes ago, you saw that everything went to shit in terms of frames. So hopefully we got that sorted by now, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Got some music here as well, so hopefully that will be able to be played in the background here. Let's try this out. There we go. Alright, let's turn this down a bit. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still hear me alright. Just gonna do like this. Perfect. Alright, so as I was saying, we are going to be playing Pipe, and here we are in this beautiful little game. So today we're going to be messing around on the big jumps that we got here and everything. And we're also going to be doing some flap. Going to be trying to do this as realistic as possible, but like I mentioned in my kind of last little stream here, we saw that, you know, with the big jumps here and everything, it's not going to be too realistic. They are quite something else, to be honest. So it is fairly straightforward with the fact that if you try to jump them, you're gonna over jump them so much. So what we're gonna have to do is basically just try to Just float with them as much as possible. You'll probably understand what I mean once we get into it, so we might as well just start here. So as you can see here, we are back again at it in the modded park, and here's exactly what I mean. So if you try to jump them, if you avoid jumping them, just roll off them, you mainly land it. But if you try to jump them, you overshoot them like crazy. Oh, we actually landed. That's a first. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Okay, we won't be trying manuals down there, that's for sure. Yeah, we're back here. So we're going to be messing around a bit on the big jumps. See if we can't get some cool tricks in. But we're going to be focusing mainly on trying to create a line from the big jumps over to kind of a little line here that I've sort of thought of, made up, call it what you want. But apparently we're struggling with getting over, so we might as well try the other jump here, see if that makes it a bit easier. It definitely gives us a lot more air. One thing I do want to actually get properly here is get, or if we can actually, let's say I do want to get a triple in here, and ooh, it's okay. That's going to be our new main focus right now. Because if landing a triple is going to be kind of that easy, I really want. Oh, okay. That was much of a challenge then. God damn it. I really didn't think it was going to be that easy, but apparently it is. So we might as well try to do a triple front as well. Which is going to be another, yeah, that's going to be harder. I think we're going to have to start the flip a bit earlier. The only problem with the front flips is that, you know, you have to kind of hold a certain button combination and do it, and it's not going to work out right like that. But we'll see here. Hopefully we can get it done. See, double, triple. Okay, so it is possible. It is certainly doable. So yeah, it's been roughly a week, I think, since the last time I streamed. So hopefully some of you guys that was here on the last stream are back again. So nice to see you back. And like always, feel free to just chill out in the chat room here. Let me know if the music is a bit too loud, we'll turn it down. See, the problem that I had with the last kind of stream that I did was that I completely forgot to save it. So unfortunately I wasn't able to go back and look at how everything looked. But we'll see. And for those who's wondering, music this is just some royalty free hip hop music that I found. Thought it would fit into the game and everything. So definitely give you the playlist name in a bit here once I actually bail. We can get to that. And I do see that my frames are just as horrible sometimes as they was earlier, so we're gonna have to figure out a plan for that until I stream the next time. But since it's not gonna fix itself, I might just well try and make the best of it and just pay attention to kind of what makes it drop. Right now it seems like it's stable. So we're just gonna have to see. I do want to get, there we go, this nice little ice rail there. If we could get down into the bowl, that would be fantastic. No, we couldn't. See, that's a problem with the controllers here. Sometimes they do absolutely what they want at their own. You don't always have as much control over what you're going to be doing. It just happens sometimes. And I'm currently looking at my OBS and it's seemed to be doing alright. Got steady 30 frames right now at least, so we're just gonna have to pay attention to that. Like I also mentioned in my last stream, I will hopefully be getting my computer fixed soon, or my desktop computer, so we can stream other games. But for right now, it's gonna have to be pipe So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I'll try to see if there's any other, you know, low kind of frames games that we can play. I know that, you know, recording games such as GTA, which is one of my all-time favorite games, and also The Crew, which we tried to play earlier, just recording them is completely fine. But trying to stream them, on the other hand, that's not going to be too well, so I'm going to have to figure out kind of a solution for that. Maybe do a pre-recorded stream, but we'll see. We won't, you know, deny them completely yet. I do really wish that they would have told me what kind of flip tricks I did and everything. Because yeah, you can easily put it in slow motion and figure out, but you know, having to look at slow motion jumps all the time, it's going to get quite boring pretty quickly. Say like this. I mean, it works, but it's not the same. And it didn't even want to stick the landing. So yeah. I keep saying that we're not going to be here constantly, but for some reason we are, so we might as well just switch it up a bit. He bails constantly, so we might as well just get up here. There we go. So what we actually can do, if we can make the turnaround there, you start at the little box here. I think that could be cool. Just do some... Oh, nearly hit it. There we go. Get a marker down. Just chill out, because there is a little jump here. That is quite nice when you get it. I do also want to do some of this in first person, but we're just going to mess about a bit in third person first. But this isn't fucking working. See, that's also a thing that I kind of don't like, is that if you're gonna do, you know, a certain trick, such as, you know, the 360s, every spin trick really, you do have to kind of be consistent and find the pace that you want him to spin in, otherwise the spin itself is going to look really choppy, and that's really not what we want. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, is get the transfer and hopefully get up here. I do want to kind of try to figure out a couple of rails as well going down there, but we'll have to see. And short little rocket manual there, we should have saved it for later and just jumped it. So I have a couple of ideas here. So if we get into a 180 and a rocket, yeah, we're gonna fall there. That's exactly it. But yeah, in regards to the other games, like I said, I think I'm gonna have to do them in pre-recorded streams, unfortunately, for now. So we're just gonna have to see. I'll do everything in the same kind of fashion that we do it now. Same setup and everything, but it's gonna be more like a YouTube video, I reckon, rather than a proper stream. So unfortunately, you know, at that time I won't be able to interact with the chat or anything like that, and a double there just isn't realistic at all. Which is, it's sad. I wish there was kind of a setting to fix how high it jumps sometimes, because, you know, sometimes like this it is a fine height, but when you're trying to do, you know, hips and stuff, he jumps way too high sometimes, and, you know, he lands just flat. And I really wish that, you know, he could just have had a mechanic to take the hip there properly. And ooh, we could actually try to do some transfers over there. Alright, I didn't mean to change the setting there. Let's see here. Let's get into first person like that. We do also have the other first person, which I do prefer to use when we are in the pipes. The only thing about the first person is the camera gets a bit wild sometimes, but we're gonna have to try to figure that out. No foot can, there we go. Okay, not exactly the jump that I wanted to get over here. Okay. And also the other... Ah, shit. Alright, that killed our speed, so we won't attempt it. The other thing that kind of annoys me sometimes is you see it kind of, I hope at least, when riding in the sun, is that you have his head in the middle of the screen, or just the shape of it. That is quite distracting. But other than that, it is a good thing to have the first person mode. That was cool, I like that. Nope. And you know, the first person thing I do enjoy because it kind of creates more of a challenge. It does it a bit more realistic, and I do see that the frames drop sometimes, which is really annoying, so I do apologize for that. But luckily it seems as it isn't really, god damn it, that isn't constantly, so we do have semi-steady frames here, it seems at least, which is all I can ask for. This laptop here isn't really created for trying to stream, so I think with the last stream we were just lucky that the Wi-Fi and everything worked out perfectly. I think I'm gonna have to either get a cable for it, and it's gonna be a hassle setting up, or just buy a Wi-Fi USB, something like that, something to just make the connection stronger. Which is also the thing that since the Wi-Fi here is, where in the apartment where I live, is so up and down, it's completely impossible to stream or anything like that when everybody's home. So right now I'm home alone, and I think my roomies are at work, the girlfriend is at school, so it's just me and the cat at home. So we might have to try to switch locations as well, see if that has anything to do with it. Oh, was hoping we could get a nice backflip there, but apparently we couldn't. Yeah, so this is gonna be just a chill little stream. I'm also thinking that we can go do the kind of lessons that you can do in the game here. There's not too many of them, like I mentioned in the last stream, but there's definitely some, so it'll kind of show you more of the basic controls. What I do like about this game a lot is, if you guys have checked out games such as, what is it called, the Project Session, the new kind of skating game that's been so nicely called the Skate 4 by a lot of people, that has more of an advanced controlling system, while this has, you know, the left button and right button are for your hands, so you know, if you use them when you're doing jumps, kind of control the arms. The left trigger, right trigger for his feet, which makes it, you know, easier to do like tail whips, stuff like that. And of course the jump, which is my favorite since I've basically grown up on skate. It was everything I played back in the day, by myself with mates, everything. I mean, I've lost count of how many hours I've played that game, or all of those games really, but it has these skate mechanics for jumping. So, you know, if you want to jump, it's just right trigger, backing up or up and down, depends on whether or not you want to do a nollie, or not a nollie, but you know what I mean. But yeah, it's still a game that's in the middle of, you know, being fixed, being finalized. So I do really look forward to seeing what kind of things they will implement in the future. Okay, we can't jump up there for some reason. Yeah, but I do really look forward to see what they implement into the game in the future. But for right now, I am very happy with seeing how far the game has come. I bought this game in the end of last year, something like that. Yeah, end of 2017 I think, and at that time it only had, you know, 2 basic characters, not a lot of options for how you wanted the bike to look. Still not too many options in that, but it's better than nothing. And you know, the only kind of areas that you could play on was at the pipes and at the training grounds. And if you remember from the last stream, we went through the pipes and also the training ground, but we're probably going to head over there after a bit as well, just to mix things up a bit. Shit. And then there he goes, Troppy again. Yeah, like I said, feel free to interact in the chat room. It's always nice to have a bit of interaction. Makes it also easier to find things to talk about, because you know, a lot of the time when you're sat here just playing, you will lose kind of topics. You know, sit here and plan out what I want to talk about, and then everything's gone once I hit record, and so it's just the way it is. Okay, that was a nice 540, was it? I think it was. Okay, but one thing that I discovered from the last stream, hang on, let's change the camera again. Let's use that one. Yeah, is the fact that we have, god damn it, that was a terrible one. Yeah, we have the rocket manual and kind of a variety of manuals that are cool to do. And I hang nothing. The only dumb thing about them is that they are really easy to bail on, but that's just gonna have to be really. Yeah, so in the future I'm gonna try to start streaming a bit more. And hopefully, like I said earlier, we can get to stream a couple of different games. Just gonna have to figure out how to set everything up. But for now, we're gonna be happy with what we got right now. So I think what we got is good. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. You know, and a couple other games that we could actually try to stream is House Party. Just gonna have to kind of get a sensor on that in some way. I think the game has it implemented in itself already, so we're just gonna have to figure that out, because House Party is a really fun game. If you haven't heard of it, it is a small little game made by Eek Games, which is a house party simulator where the main point is basically shagging everybody at the house party, kind of like, what is it called, Leisure Suit Larry. There it is. Oof, that was not good at all. Okay, that's not too bad. That can actually work. And of course we ruined it there. God damn it. Yeah. Sorry. I do like the boxes and everything in there, because it kind of makes for a... That actually surprised me that we landed and we fucked up. It does create kind of a challenge. You can kind of have a bit of a variety in what you want to play on the course and whatnot. So it is a really fun game. This is actually the game that inspired me to buy, what's it called, the kind of mountain biking game, Descendants, something like that, which I've seen a lot of YouTubers play it. That game was actually a major disappointment. So yeah, I was quite disappointed in that. And I see that my frame's dropping every so slightly, or at least it jumps a bit, Like I said, the Wi-Fi connection was absolutely shite today. Sorry about that. Got to have a drink. But yeah. Right, so I'm thinking what we'll do next is we'll finish up the little whatever it is that we're doing, and there we are done. Now we'll try to get one good line and then we'll switch over to the training grounds and go through kind of how the training and everything works. I can show you a couple of the controls instructions, or manual, whatever you want to call it. It is quite basic, so unfortunately it won't give you too much of an insight of how it all works, but I reckon if you're watching this you'll probably already have the game. If not, I think you should definitely buy it. It is a fun little game to play, and it is definitely worth the costs, because it's not that expensive either. I think it's about $10, something like that, because I think I paid a bit of 100 krona for it, Norwegian krona, so that should equal out to around $10. Alright, so we'll try this one last time and then we'll switch to another map. Okay. Okay, we got over. Nice. Let's see if we can't... Nope, we couldn't raid. Alright. I think that will do it for the mod map right now, at least. So let's just hop up to the main menu. And here we go. So we took a look at this in the last stream as well, but might as well just go through it, because when I first bought this game I only had Ride the Pipe and Training Grounds. So now thankfully we have the community center and also the mod map, which actually the community center we can try to get up on the roof sometime during the stream as well. I think that could be quite decent if we can actually get up there. I don't remember exactly how to do it, so it's going to be quite the challenge, but it does, on top of that, there are a couple of good kind of rails and stuff like that. But we'll start off with the training grounds, and we'll take you through the kind of introduction training that we get here for the game. Like I said, it isn't much, but it is something at least. And I don't know what happened to the down there. Alright. Well, as you can see, here we are in the start challenge. We'll just kind of start it. So pedal to the finish line using A. And not too hard. You kind of have a little timer on you, but you'll get it either way. So if you saw the last stream as well, we tried to get one of the Easter eggs to work, but unfortunately it seems like it has been removed. I can't speak. And tap A to pedal faster. Alright. There we go. Just taking it easy there, because like I said, I barely pedaled and it still make it quite easy. So the next one is going to be how to ollie or bunny hop or whatever you want to call it. I don't remember what it's called, and unfortunately I fucking drove straight past it. Start the challenge. There we go. Yeah, so hop over the platform, right stick down, then right stick up. Got it. It is quite easy. It's just hopping up and hopping down off it, and you managed it. So next one, this is one I struggle with every time I try to do this. So this is going to be, you know, how to kind of do the... God damn it. I mean, he tried to jump, I appreciate it, but he failed. That has to be one of the most pathetic jumps I've ever seen. Alright, so to tuck up to get over the bike rack, use left trigger and right trigger plus right stick up. So basically you kind of have to jump, then use left trigger and right trigger and put the right stick up in order to kind of tuck, or whatever you want to call it. So you just jump, hold it, there we go, and that's it. And thankfully we got it first time, so you don't have to be here forever looking at it. I think that's all of the kind of instructions on this side here. I think we only have one more instruction after that. So like I said, the game doesn't take you through how to do, you know, bar spins and Ooh, tail whips. I shouldn't have attempted that actually. We'll try that one more time. Knight does not want to let me do it, which is weird. You should definitely be able to do it. There we go. Yeah, so next challenge is then over here. And you air the quarter. Push the left stick forward on transition to pump and hop at the top. This is how you kind of pump to get the unrealistic heights and everything. And challenge complete. There we go. That was all of the challenges. I'm actually kind of disappointed that they haven't implemented the trampolines here in any way, because they'd be good at, you know, teaching you basic tricks. And that didn't work. So if you go over to controls here, you kind of see how to do the basic stuff. So like I said earlier, you know, the left trigger is for the left foot, right trigger for right foot, left bumper for the left hand and right bumper for right hand. You've got the steering with the left stick. Right stick is kind of to, you know, swap your weight and for the tricks. And you can also press it to swap stance, which I don't really get why you would want to do that. It doesn't make much of a difference. So we'll hop over to the aerial tricks. This is actually quite a fun one. So right now, oh, not quite a fun one, but it shows you some stuff how to do. So if you do kind of left bumper, you see that you got dab, which I absolutely hate that trick, but we'll try to do it later. You got seat grab, toe grab, one hander, hand X up, bar spin, bus driver, and toboggan. So same thing for the right hand, it isn't much of a difference. And as you can see, if you do the left trigger for the foot, you got candy bar, 1 foot can, 1 footer, moto, Grizz Air, and knack. Same thing with the right bumper, so right trigger for the right foot. But if you do them together, you'll see tuck up, no foot can, either way you want to do it. You can whip, you've got the whopper, and you've got the crank flip. 7 left hands, tuck no, tuck no, I got no idea what it is. But yeah, you got the Euro or table, X up, look back, turn down, and suicide. So we can kind of try and mess around with a couple of tricks, see what we can do. We can start off with the dab. There it is. Stupid fucking dab. Kinda seat grab. I mean, if we landed it, that would be preferable. See, tuck no hander. One thing I really want to figure out is how we do the, there we go, the nothing. I think I figured it out. Nothing, perfect. So see, the developer has fixed some of the issues. There was a time with no matter what you did, you wouldn't be able to get it. The nothing, that is, it just didn't want to let you do it. And now we nearly got a double nothing. But yeah, another thing that it doesn't really show you how to do, which I do kind of like, is the kind of special manuals or whatever you want to call them. So if you hold down left trigger, right trigger, and then do a nice manual, we'll have hang nothing. Let's get some speed in here as well, just a tad bit more. Now if you do it with the only the right trigger, you got hang 5. I think the same thing is going to be for the left trigger, hang on, there we go. Which I don't really know the difference of them, to be honest. You kind of just have to, there we go, okay. Okay, that was a cool one. The thing that I mentioned earlier in the stream as well is that it is a hard thing to make at times. We'll slow down a bit and we'll do the, yeah, just a manual. Do the rocket manual, which if you do it, come on, yeah, it doesn't want to do it now. There we go. And where is it? There, the Dork Mantle. I do like that mantle. That is actually one of the few BMX tricks I can do in real life, so there you have it. There you see what the extent of my BMX pro career would be. Okay, nice little flare there. I think we can get it better though, but I think in order to get it better we're gonna have to hop over to the, let's see here. Oh, please get it. Nope. Alright, I think we're gonna have to hop over to the Ride the Pipe. So you might as well just mess around here a bit. So we kind of went through the, what should I call it, unlegitness, or whatever you want to call it, of the pipe here in the last stream as well, but I find it so funny I just can't get over it. Because, you know, if you pump it like we were taught in the other, in the, what should I call it, the main instructions, you get some insane air, and it'll make it possible for you to do triples and stuff like that. So let's see if we can land it. I think we might be able to. No. So if you're going to do triples here, I do really recommend just doing them backwards. It is going to make it a lot easier, but we did not get enough air there. So we'll do it in, nope. Now the only thing is, you know, actually making it. There we go. Gonna do like a little tail whip there. Lean back a bit. Oh, we leaned back too much. There we go. Yeah, let's see if we can make it. Okay, we got a... No, I don't think we're gonna make it. Nope, not enough here. So that's the problem here. Because even though it is easy to make it sometimes, and a lot more easy than it should ever be, if you fuck up, you won't be able to make it at all. Like that, we got the air, but not the spin properly, so it's just gonna be a flopped double. But what I do like about this map here is, you know, it's the first one, so it's the one that I got to know the most, so it does have a lot of nice little things that you can do. If you are bored of just riding the pipe, you can, you know, just hop over. I don't want to rail that. Fuck's sake. There we go. You can kind of just hop over to the other ramp over here, or just kind of barely make it like that. You do have a little fun rail that you can try to trick over, which we might as well try. One of the main things I've always tried to get here is actually a proper, we'll do this in slow motion, is actually a proper kind of manual to a good trick, but I think that's going to be hard because you need the speed, but you also need to... Alright, okay, not exactly what I planned. Let's see if we can't... Nope. There we go. Get a nice little leany tooth. There we go, hop off. So I do want to get kind of a good manual with a proper spin over it. Kind of like that. But I think that's going to be really hard. So we'll mess around a bit on that, and after that we'll go to the other side of the pipes here, because there are, or the half pipes, because there are a couple of cool kind of rails that you can do there as well, and this really isn't working out. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've ever managed to get, even a tail whip over that. It just doesn't work. So we might as well just hop over here, kinda get a imposition there. So yeah, these are gonna, whoa, don't know what happened there. That was kind of fucked. So yeah, as you can see, there are still some bugs in this game. Kind of bugs that really shouldn't be there, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, this is a really good game. Okay, I never managed to actually make it up there after a rail, so that was, I'm not gonna lie, slightly proud of that. There we go. And you have the benches here, which you can rail as well. I mean, that is if you can hit them, but apparently I can't. Oof. Alright, let's see if we can't get something cool up here. No, we couldn't. I don't know what happened there. I was trying to do a fucking little bar spin, and it just didn't want to work. See, sometimes this game just hates me, which I get. I'm not the greatest BM. God damn it. Right, there we go. I am hoping that, you know, this game will do something fun for the holidays coming up. So next one, at least here in Europe, is going to be Halloween. It would be cool to see something special done for that. And of course, after Halloween, we have the best kind of holiday of all time. Of course, Christmas, which is by far my favorite thing ever. I mean, I'm one of the guys that start playing Christmas music in September, so you know, to everybody's major frustration, but thankfully I know I'm not the only one. So shout out to the people who play Christmas music in September. We get hated on a lot, but it's worth it. I think that's one of the things I want to do when we come around to that. Halloween also, actually. I want to get back into GTA, use some of the kind of mod menus that we have there. Just see if we can't get kind of some fun stuff out of it. Maybe have a Halloween and themed stream. Oof. That would be quite cool, I think. There we go. I do like this playlist, actually. I should probably have it saved so I can use it for my streams. But yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, then and you want to see more of my streams, please share it with your friends, share it on Twitter, whatever, because it does help out. I also have a donation, but I'm not gonna, you know, ask anybody to donate anything like that, because it's not the reason why we're doing this. You know, it probably never will be the reason, and it probably won't ever get so far to the point that, you know, I'm gonna get to live off of this, but it is something fun to do when I'm bored, and I do quite enjoy gaming. It's what I spend most of my time doing, so it is nice to be able to share kind of my favorite games and have you guys enjoy them with me. But like I said, if you are enjoying, then please share it with your friends, because it will help out massively in terms of, you know, get more people to join kind of the chill out streams here. Oof. That's actually one thing that we can do. Ooh, I have a slight idea. Yay. Get a little whip down there and just hop over there. Right, so you guys see the ramp right here. So what I want to do I want to get on top of the other ramp, so this one, which we're going to need a lot more speed for, because I do actually think if we can get it, we can get a transfer over to it, which would have been really cool. So we're going to have to switch our spawning location, and I don't think I'm going to want to start all the way over here. But if we start it around, let's say here, there we go. I think that would be kind of a good place just to start out. And try to get enough. Okay, we landed on top. It was awful. It was an awful attempt, but at least we made it over. So, this is where it's going to get interesting. Because if we save it right here, hopefully, yeah, our bike made it on. So, kind of what we need to do here is to get over to that one, if it wants to actually send me over there. And get a proper transfer there. It is doable. So, yeah. If you guys see anything that you want me to try out while we play in here, then just let me know. I'm open to do whatever you guys want. Oof, I just hit it. That was really annoying. God damn it. See, that's the problem as well. It doesn't always want to let me hop over. But when we do, oof. I can also tell that a lot of the textures in here, in the map here, has been changed. Not just kind of the pavement surrounding these kind of park, whatever you want to call it, but also with the ramps themselves. They are a lot more textured than what they used to be in terms of shadows. And thankfully, oh, there we go. And I fucked it up. But thankfully, on the most of them, they've removed all the kind of ugly tire marks, which I get that they have there for the realism, but okay, don't know what happened there. But other than that, it is so annoying. I don't like them at all. I think it kind of ruins the look of the game. Alright, I think we'll try this one more time, and then we'll hop over to the community center, see if we can't make it on top of the roof. Okay, nope, that's not gonna work. Alright, we'll hop over to the community center. Just let it load in here. And that's kind of also a thing that annoys me, is that whenever I try to kind of load in a new map, it does get, the game kind of crashes for a split second and then just gets back out or gets working again. But yeah, here we are in the community center. So let's see if we can't just get off the bike, try to get a better look at the roof I'm talking about. There we go. Yeah, I was complaining about this the last time, which if you saw that, you would have known. About the animations of getting off the bike. You get that, you know, that's going to have to be something to be worked on. But anyways, this is kind of the roof that I'm talking about. I know that, okay, don't know what, god damn it. Yeah, so I know that if we kind of follow the fence, which you can see in the background, all the way around, we can make it on top of there. It's just going to have to be a matter of getting on top of the roof, sorry, on top of the railing. So I think what we need to do is probably start over here somewhere. Maybe if we start on the grass, that is going to help out. There. Nope. I know that there's a way to do this. So I think I'm just going to have to be patient and try to get it. don't know how to actually... Oof. I mean, if I can just get up and bail on it and just stick there, then that's going to be enough for us to get up. But it's just the fact of getting up there, because right now it does a weird kind of thing where it doesn't let me actually hop over there. Now I just keep falling down. Right, I think we might have to try to find another kind of place to get up, which that's going to be a new challenge, because I don't think that there's any other places around here where we can get up. Let's check outside the area here. And it's locked, so we can't go outside. God damn it. So I'm not sure how we're going to be able to do this then. I was definitely not going to be able to do it like that. Perhaps what we do need is the moon gravity. That's still in the game. I just have to remember how to actually do it. Let me think here. So I kind of remember it, but I don't at the same time. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. There we go, moon gravity. Alright. Let's check that out. That's a lot better. Yeah, I did say I remember there was one way to do this. And just stick. No. Alright. So apparently there's an invisible wall here. Just gonna, okay, just place a marker there. Place. Alright, stop. Okay, there we go. I mean, if I didn't fucking fall off, that is. That's how it goes when you try to fucking multitask. Alright. So I'm gonna have to be slow around here, I think. And as you can see around the outside here, it seems to be kind of textures that hasn't been put to use yet, or that was planned on being used, because I know for a fact that you can actually ride on some of them. And go on, there we go. Let's just get on top here. Oh, this is fucking slow. Come. No, alright. Fall off, that's fine, we can run up. I mean, if you just want to lay still. Can you lay still so I can get up? Thank you. Alright. So yeah, this is the roof that I'm talking about. And I was talking about in the last stream as well. It's not too much to do up here. Just kind of mess around. I know for a fact that, you know, if we jump off here, we won't be able to land on anything. Just gonna have to be trying to rail this thing. So we'll put a marker here, get the bike back in. We'll turn off moon gravity as well. But since we actually got the moon gravity to work, I think I'm gonna have to, you know, take a look if there's any of the other kind of cheats that we can do to have fun with. Unfortunately, I think we can only do them one at a time. Ah, that would have been a cool one. Okay, so how about running like this? And you just fall off the face of the earth. Alright, let's see if we can't find any of the other ones. Because we got the, if I remember correctly, we have the... There's one where you can get his head to be like massive. You can try out. I'm gonna have to do some googling to find these. But there's Matrix mode, if I remember correctly, and there's also one where you get a mini bike. Hang on, I'm just gonna grab my phone here. Alright. Let's see, Google be my friend, and let's see, go. Right, here we go. I have the codes here. Right. So we'll start off with the big head, which is... That didn't work. Come on. Oh yeah. So left button, right button, left trigger, right button, left button. God damn it, I'm fucking up. Left button, right button, left trigger, right button, left button. Does not want to work. Why does it still say that I have moon gravity on? Okay, let's try the mini bike then. See, none of them wants to work for me. That's kind of idiotic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right trigger. Nope. Doesn't want to work. Alright. We'll have to disregard that then. I think if we kind of switch out maps, we'll get them to work. But as you can see, whenever I open up the menu, it says that I still have the moon gravity on. As you can see that it says at the top. Really fucking annoying. But yeah, for now we're just gonna be chilling out on the kind of thing here. Just had to make sure that I didn't have any sound on my other computer, because it did seem like the sound is kind of messing up a bit sometimes, and that's really getting in the way. And of course that. Okay, I'm sorry, how did we make that? Alright, if that's not a bug, then can we actually... Okay. If that's not a bug or just a fluke, then I'm gonna actually try to be really unrealistic here, and... Okay, it might have been a bug. Yeah, definitely. Alright. So I don't know what kind of rails we should go for here. Got a nice little smith there. Ooh, where the bounce you got there. See, the thing about the cheats such as the moon gravity is fun, but the problem is that there aren't really any places where you can actually use them to their fullest potential, except, you know, other than the fact of getting up here. Oh shit, that did not work out. Right, so we've been streaming for nearly an hour here. I think we're gonna get it going for about... Sorry, I had to grab a drink there. For about another half an hour maybe. We'll definitely have to see. Oof. Oh damn. I think one game I actually want to stream as well is the Cards Against Humanity online. That can have a lot of potential. Of course, you also have the ability to offend a lot of people, but I mean, everybody knows what Cards Against Humanity is. So I mean, if you're easily offended, you probably shouldn't be watching that. Alright, let's see what's over here on the roof. If we can get up. Alright, I think we're gonna have to grab moon gravity again. See, you're jumping too fast. You're gonna have to do this slow. I hope that there's X's or you don't just fall through the roof there. Don't seem like we will. Perfect. I don't know what we're gonna do up here. but we might as well do some exploring. See here, if we switch, I always do that. I don't know why. Whenever I try to switch kind of the camera mode here, that's what we get. Oof, that was nearly. Alright, let's just place that there. I think we placed it. Yeah, we'll do like that. Right, let's go into full first person here. I don't see anywhere where we could have jumped down here and actually made it. I think we're gonna die every time we try it. But we can work this into one of the rails somehow. Just gonna have to figure out how to do that. I think doing this in first person is a bad idea. Alright, not what I planned. Can kind of make this into a little line. It's not going to be the best line, of course, but it is better than nothing. And with the moon gravity, we can actually go back to the mod map in a bit. Try and see how far we can actually jump on the big jumps, or the big airs, whatever you want to call them. I still do want to get the... Nope, they don't want to work. Shame. I think we're gonna have to try it out in another map. But yeah, we'll definitely try this out. Yeah, we should definitely try it out because it could be a lot of fun. Right, we'll go over to the one map again. There is a lot of jumping back and forth between the different levels here, but that is mainly for the fact that, you know, there isn't a lot to do when it comes to the levels here, so they can get, you know, slightly boring in a period of time. Yeah, we'll mess around here. So yeah, still wish that the loop here actually worked, but what we'll do, we'll enter the moon gravity one. There we go. Let's see if we can't get... Right, that didn't work. There we go, now we have the mini bike. Okay, not exactly what I planned. I jumped straight out of the map. Ooh, okay. Let's just take... No. Something about the, kinda... Get down, no. Something about the map here which doesn't... Yeah, doesn't like the mini bike, or the mini bike doesn't like it. Just trying to... No. Okay, so we can't jump that at all on the mini bike then. Just gonna have to ride. We can't turn out... Jesus Christ, the mini bike was a bad idea. Yeah, see? Nope. Think what we'll do is that we'll do like that and then go... There we go, and let's go... Okay. Nope. Fuck. I do want to get the big head mode, because I remember that as being quite cool. There we go. Oh shit, yeah. Christ, that is a fucking big head. See, okay, I think the mini bike isn't gonna work here at all. And we can't even turn properly. Jesus Christ, that big head kind of freaks me out. Right, but we'll stick with the mini bike and the big head for now. Yeah, we can't even jump anywhere. Alright, let's just Okay. So if you try to jump, normally he just gets stuck in the air. That's alright, that gives us a better chance to look at the face. Alright, let's... No, come on. Ah, are you kidding? Are we stuck? We are actually stuck here. Right, let's get it all back in. Let's try not to jump. Ah, yeah, you are stuck anyways. And it's stuck in... What the fuck is going on? Right, I think we're gonna have to try to ride down the stairs and everything. This might take some time. I really don't want to mess up right now. Yeah, let's get down here. We'll go to the line that we did earlier and try to have some fun with the mini bike, see what we can actually get out of it. Yeah, there we go. And he falls over nothing. Alright. See, I think the game's just glitched out. If it is, I'm gonna have to restart it just for a quick second. Yeah, I definitely think it is. Alright, let's just get down here. Okay, get up here. Okay, let's get the mini bike back in. There we go. And the big head. Okay, let's restart that. There we go. See, it does kind of give you bigger air. Oof. Does also make it more painful to look whenever he hits his head. So I think what we might have to do is just stick with the regular sized head and just play around with a mini bike. It will probably... Okay, that was... Well, I think that was one of the weirdest front flips I've ever seen. But yes, I am still aware that the frames are kind of dropping ever so slightly once in a while. But... Okay. No, we can't get up there like that. Didn't really expect that we could, but... Right, I think we're gonna get rid of the big head. Just have the mini bike. Ah, I did the wrong one. There we go. Right, let's just play around with the mini bike then. To be honest, this kind of reminds me of kind of the first bike I ever tried to use as a BMX. Because, shit, back when I was, well, I think it was 10, I couldn't actually afford a BMX bike. And, you know, my parents didn't want to buy one for me. So what I did was, for some reason, we still had an old bike I had when I was, I think I was about 4. So, like, the 3 or 4, something like that. It was the first kind of bike that I ever took the training wheels off of. I don't actually remember how old I was when I did that. But either way, it was like this small DBS children's bike. Like galactic blue kind of bike. That was the painting on it. And so I used that to drive around in skate parks. I remember I took that bike absolutely everywhere. Until the day I was called out for it not being a BMX. And I think after that, I've been using that one for 2 years, I think. So I just went out and got a BMX then. Which actually, the way I got a BMX was kind of random. Because I was heading home from a mate. I think this was midwinter actually. Okay, what's going on here then? I think we're gonna have to restart the game, dudes. But yeah, the way I got a BMX was actually because I was heading home from a mate. I think it was, yeah, midwinter probably. And the route that I walked home on, either the game doesn't like the mini bike or it doesn't like me. We'll have to see. But yeah, the way... so I was walking down the way from his house to my parents' house. And in the corner of my eye, I just spotted something black and shiny, kind of in the middle of the snow. And so I walked over and it was a BMX bike. So I took it home, just told my parents that, you know, I found this, I really want it, but, you know, they told me to post up some notes just saying that, you know, I found a BMX bike, if you lost yours, then call the number, so the number to our house, because back then, you know, everybody had phones in their houses. So, you know, I didn't even have a cell phone back then. You know, a couple of months went by, nobody called. So I was like, alright, can I keep it now? And my friends, of course, said no, said just wait, see if somebody calls about it. So I think a year went by without anybody calling for it, and finally my parents were like, alright, you can keep it. So that's how I got my first BMX. Turned out the thing was fucking shite to handle because it had 4 pegs, and of course we didn't have any proper equipment to kind of take them off or change the tires or anything like that. So whenever I got a flat tire, which actually turned out to be quite a lot, I had to go over to the sports store that was at the local mall, kind of where I lived. And they had to fix it for me every single time, so it ended up being like not too much. I think it was like $20 just to get it fixed every time, which isn't too much, but you know, with it happening, you know, nearly every other week, it just got to the point that I couldn't be arsed, so I ended up selling it, which I kind of do regret now, because I do really want to get back into BMXing and riding a bike again. But thing is also, you know, that I live in a city right now in not the biggest flat ever, to say the least, so there's no really place where I can have it. But someday I'm gonna get one again, try to freshen up on the riding and tricking and everything. So, but we'll have to see, because it could possibly just be like one of the things that you really want to get it, and then when you actually get it, you're like, ah, shit, I can't remember why I sold it. And you know, ever since that, I've been skating and riding longboards instead, and the maintenance of those are quite easy compared to, you know, a bike, because you don't have to struggle with the flat tires, and if you do actually, you know, use up your tires, you can just go buy new ones and they'll last you for a couple of years, depending on how you ride, of course. But you know, with me doing my, you know, cruising about in the city, and I'm not really doing that much downhill anymore. It's not really that much of a maintenance to keep on a board. Just making sure that the grip tape doesn't get destroyed too much. Obviously, don't ride about in the rain and stuff like that. But you know, the maintenance is really easy, and you know, especially with the longboard as well, there's not really too many tricks and stuff that you need to learn. You can just make sure that you're comfortable on the board and you'll be solid. While for skating, you need to know at least a couple of tricks, because you can use the excuse that, yeah, you use the skateboard to just get about, but at the end of the day, you know, the skateboard is slow and they get wobbly quite easily if you get at too high speeds, which I learned the hard way actually, because a couple of years ago I was hanging out with a couple of friends, and of course they had longboards, so I decided, alright, I might as well try to do some downhill on the fucking skateboard. And yeah, I broke my wrist, so to say the least, that didn't go all too well. Right, so sorry about the kind of pauses in here. It is kind of the fact that I do need to drink every once in a while because my throat is so fucking dry. The only thing I have to drink right now is Monster, so it doesn't really help out that much. Alright, no, I think definitely that this game is growing quite tired of me. Okay, maybe not. Because, oh right, see, that's the thing I keep complaining about, is how sometimes the handling of everything isn't the best, but it is what it is. There we go. But hopefully, you know, the handling is gonna become a lot... Okay, turn around, would you? There we go. It's gonna become a lot better with the future updates and everything. But I think what we could do now actually is head over to the bowl, because we haven't been playing around in that too much. If we don't hit that, that is. There is a... Yeah, I did not mean to go for pegs. Alright, so let's just... Can we just get down, please? No, we couldn't. God damn it. I mean, come on. Right, I'm gonna have to get a spawn point in here. There we go. I do... Ooh, okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad actually. It always calls it a whopper. I don't know why. Okay, no. But I think I have an idea. So we'll hop down in it. Okay, we won't hop down in there. That didn't work out. So let's try this again. We'll hop down in here. Do a little jump, get a manual in. I did actually want to, you know, get a little jump, do the manual. Gonna flip it around as we get off into the other side here. But see, I do like the balls. The kind of, they're hard to get used to, and I wish that the rating in them was a bit better. But I wish that for the entirety of the game. Like, you know, jumping off a rail shouldn't be that hard, and it's not always, but sometimes it's a bloody nightmare to to get done and to actually manage to hop off. But yeah, we'll play around with a bit in the box and the okay, and the bowl in general. So do see this park, if it's gonna get, you know, amped up and fixed, it does, I mean, if I didn't crash into that, that would be fantastic. But I do see it having a lot of, okay, a lot of potential. So I really wish that that could happen soon. I get a proper update for it, because yeah, I can't speak. I know that we only just got the map, but still kind of wish that, you know, that there was something more to it. And of course, I'm no good at video games, so I have no idea as to how all of the kind of mini stuff in it works. But, you know, I'm thinking that it shouldn't be too hard to get it set up correctly, or do you actually update something. But don't get me wrong, I love this game and I love the kind of maps that we have to them. It's just that sometimes, especially if you're playing this hours on end, they do get a wee bit boring. Okay, that was nice. I like that one. I think the key to this one is gonna be kind of low speed. And I didn't want to jump up. See, I killed the speed. Okay. God damn it. I keep looking at the kind of frame loss in total here and it's looking bad. But as long as it runs smoothly, like generally, I think I'm gonna be happy with that. Because, I mean, I can handle the fact that it kind of loses frames once in a while. Let's see if we can't make anything. No. I do want to get a proper kind of rail to a drop in here. Let's see if we can't do it. Nope. Don't know why he keeps leaning. Let's see if we can't fix that. No, that's not what I meant. Okay, so it can be done and just have to be a lot better than I am. And you know, probably. Ooh, okay, so that's an idea as well. If we use the. Okay, I have an idea for a little line here. So, what if we start over here where we always start? You know, kind of try to get some speed, get up over there, and get down on the other side of the kind of box there. That could be cool. Gonna jump up here. Nope, didn't work. But you get what I mean. See? Okay, not what I wanted to happen. Yeah, let's try this the other way. Then no, it does not want to let me do that. Right, that was barely, and I jumped it too early. I mean, I wish that this had kind of a option. Okay. Goddamn. There we go. And nothing. God damn it. Okay, so it's doable. Let's see what we can't do here. Nothing. That's what we could do there. So that could be a cool thing actually. If we can get over to the other ledge on the other side. We're gonna stick with the getting up here. Just need more speed than that actually. So we kind of get up here, right around. Wish that we could have hit that. Let's see what we can't do here. Well, it works to some degree. We kind of just want to hop up here. Okay. I mean, there's definitely a potential for a little line there. You just got to time everything correctly. Gonna pump as we go there. Okay, we barely got up. Get a little tail whip. I don't really want to do any tricks up there because I know that that's just going to screw it up. But if we do like, no. We get kind of a little jump there. That would have been amazing. Okay. Yeah, so turn around there won't work. Okay, so it's just gonna have to be, you know, jumping. Nope. No. Yeah, I do like that little box. I think this is actually gonna have to be one of my favorite spots right now. So although it gets repetitive, there's easily stuff that you could do to kind of improve the line that you already have going. God damn it. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. I'm quite impressed that we actually got that. So if we're not going to make it over to the kind of downside of the box here, which does seem that most of the time we're not going to be able to. I don't know what it is, because sometimes it just hits it perfectly, and other times it doesn't want to do it at all. Alright, let's try and do like that. Get some speed here. Okay, and of course we end up down the road. God damn it. Can we jump up here though? No. I mean, I should have probably figured that out, because that would have been way too high to actually do it. Let's see what happens if we go over here. No, we end up on the stairs again. So I'm thinking if we change approach method, you know, if we start over here, you can at least try to get a cool little jump into the ball, or better than that, actually hit the kind of little manual pad that we got over there. And do kind of a chill little trick over there, because that could help us improve. Okay, if that doesn't happen, that could help us improve kind of the speed, and kind of hopefully at least. I mean, Jesus Christ, I can't even hit it. Okay, so we have a new plan. We have a new plan. So we're gonna hop, not rail, not rail. Guys, just get down in there. No. As if we could get into the ball here. Jump this. Go to the manual pad. And get down into the thing again. That could have been cool. See, don't you just love when people get really technical? Like, same thing instead of what it's actually called. I think next time I'm streaming, if I'm going to do commentary, I'm just going to have to call everything a thing. It's like, oh yeah, I did that trick thingy. Yep, that rail thingy. Perfect transition into that thing. No, okay, I won't actually do that. Like, that gets really annoying. Alright, let's see here. Okay, we got up there. Okay, I think that's actually the first, at least nearly successful transfer that we got. Yeah, so it does make it easier to get back into the ball again. Now just gotta get creative with the tricks here. He's obviously just doing a bunch of tail whips and bar spins isn't really creative. So we could just throw, you know, in a tiny little, not tire grab, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try and get this in slow-mo. There we go, just a little dab in there. And dab. Okay, not exactly where I wanted to land. God damn it, that's so fucking ugly. I don't know why I keep doing it, it's just so weird to see him try and do a dab as he transitions. No. Alright. let's try and think of what other tricks that we can do. I think we're just gonna have to try to get a wee bit... Okay. I mean, not what I wanted to do, but alright. Yeah, we won't get enough speed to make it over there, so I think we're gonna have to just stick with the little bowl here. Get it over there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. God damn it. Alright. Oof, yeah, and I can still see that my frames drop ever so slightly once in a while. Or ever so slightly, sometimes they just go straight to the shitter.
This knife has a straight edge on it, so it's very easy. And maybe, in our world here,
Oof.
a happy little mouth.
Alright. Well, there we go. I think, let me just pause the music, there we go. I think this is gonna have to be it for today. So we'll get it there. Perfect. Alright, let me just turn this music down a bit while I chat. There we go. Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream, and if you did, then please share it with your friends, share it with your family, whatever. Every little thing helps out. And yeah, I'll be back sometime in this week, next week, something like that. I'll get something planned and get it sorted with the other games that I have that I do want to stream. Like I mentioned earlier, it's probably going to have to be a pre-recorded stream. But if you want any news and updates on when the next stream is going to be, then I suggest following the Twitter. You can see my Twitter handle there on the screen. Same with YouTube. The YouTube channel currently doesn't have anything on it, so I think that's just going to be kind of the Twitch streams that I do, and just pull them over there, so you guys can watch them whenever you want. Of course, the videos are always available here on Twitch as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys.
We can make a wildfire getaway. It was sweet.